About a year and a half ago, I did a video about a company called DollarApp. You may have seen that one. In that video, I described it as the best way to move money to Mexico and get the most pesos on the other end. Well, since that first video, I've heard from numerous viewers who have emailed me to ask if I'm still recommending DollarApp, and I am. It's still my preferred method to move funds to Mexico, and I also use it to move money from my Mexican bank account back to my US bank account. It's really easy to do it that way. Since so many people have been asking if I still recommend this company, I decided to partner with them one more time and make an updated video explaining the service and benefits. Now, this is a sponsored video, but like I said, this is a product that I've been using for the last year and a half, and well, I recommend, so here we are. The product I'm talking about is called DollarApp, but it's really called DollarApp because it's in Spanish. See, there's only one L there. But, for the purpose of this video, since we're doing it in English, I'm going to be calling it DollarApp. Well, DollarApp is a company that operates in Mexico, Argentina, and Colombia, and it allows people to convert pesos into digital dollars, which are called USDC, and then back again. So how is that a benefit to folks following this channel, most of whom already have accounts in US dollars? Well, here's the short answer. There are really three main reasons, and I'm not really sure how short these will be, all right? I like to put a lot of detail into things. Number one, DollarApp allows you to transfer funds to Mexico at a top exchange rate. As I said, this is my preferred method to move money to my Mexico-based bank account. Let's go ahead and talk about exchange rates and transfer services, things like that. When it comes to comparing transfer methods, you can't determine which one is best just by looking at what their fees are. For example, your bank may not charge you any fees at all to send money abroad, but you can rest assured they're making money by giving you a subpar exchange rate. And sometimes when you're looking at exchange rates, they look so close, you're thinking, oh, that's not a very big difference. But when you're moving thousands of dollars, it's a big difference. The only true way to know if it's the best exchange rate is to look at the bottom line. If X dollars go in, how many pesos do you get? Period. The rest is just fuzzy math. Here's a comparison that was done on August 3rd, 2023, showing the different transfer services. If you moved $4,000 through all of those at that same time, right? What would you have gotten on the other end? And right up there on top is DollarApp. Look how many pesos you're getting. And then look over to the right, and you're talking about it cost you $3 to get these pesos. You're getting a top exchange rate. And as you start to look at what some of the other fees and different things and how much money you're losing on these other services, DollarApp comes out on top. Now, it's important to point out that that's just one snapshot in time, but this has consistently been my experience with DollarApp. So, I'll look at some of the other services, but I keep coming back to them anytime I want to move money. This is the main reason I use DollarApp. But DollarApp is also useful for people who do not have a Mexican bank account but do business in Mexico, want to pay people in Mexico. You see, paying people in Mexico when you don't have a bank account can often be a challenge because that's, how people pay. A lot of times they'll just give you their clave, or sometimes people even show you their bank card and they're just like, send me the money, because it's done through the Mexican banking system. Well, when you have DollarApp, you can easily pay those folks through the app, through a peer-to-peer part, or directly to their bank account as if you actually had a Mexican bank account. I think for many people, this could be an alternative to actually getting a Mexican bank account, especially for those folks who just can't get one because they don't have residency or citizenship, so they don't have a CURP or RFC. Let me talk about that real quickly, the CURP and RFC, because you're like, I don't know what that is. You will hear me talk about that in other videos, and you'll hear those come up in Mexico. What those are alphanumeric population and tax designators that you can get if you have residency, legal residency in Mexico, or you're a citizen. And CURPs and RFCs are required to get a lot of things done in Mexico, and one of those things is to open an account at a financial institution. So you're out of luck if you don't have one. However, you do not need to have one to open a DollarApp account. Now, you will come to the section that will ask, what's your RFC, and you just have to click, I don't have one. The third reason I recommend DollarApp is that they're going to provide you with a Mexico-based credit card. It's like a secured credit card, right? Because you can only spend the money you actually have in the account. But, you can use it like a credit or debit card anywhere. Well, that one may not seem that important because we all have credit cards. However, one thing I discovered when I moved to Mexico is that not every business in Mexico accepted foreign-issued credit cards. We found this when we first started going to AT&T and getting, the Mexico plan. They were like, no foreign-based credit card, you'll have to use cash or a Mexico-based credit card. Linda and I have seen the same thing with some other companies and even like government services like CFE, the electric bill. A lot of times people had trouble paying with a foreign credit card. You won't have to worry about that because you're going to have this credit card, right? Let's talk about setting up your account. This is going to be super easy. All you have to do is download the app, and it's available for Android and iOS, and then just follow the instructions and fill in your data. Once you have it all set up, it works like this. You can transfer money from your US account to Dollar App via an ACH transfer or wire transfer. Dollar App charges $3 for the transfer from the US account regardless of the amount. So don't do it for like $10, $10, you know. The default limit is $15,000 a month. However, you can get approved to transfer more by providing additional documentation. Once the money enters Dollar App, it is converted into USD Coin, which is abbreviated USDC. Now, I know some folks may not know what USD Coin is, so let me explain that. It's a type of cryptocurrency that is known as a stable coin. The value of the USD coin is pegged to the US dollar, meaning that one USDC will always be the same value as the US dollar. This peg, this value, is maintained through reserves of the US dollar or equivalent assets held by the issuing company, ensuring that the USDC can be redeemed for US dollars at a 1-to-1 ratio. Once the money's in your Dollar App account, you can do a few different things with it. Option number one, if you have a Mexican bank account, you can transfer money via Dollar App directly to that account. There's no fee to do that transfer whatsoever, and the exchange rate they're giving is excellent. You can actually check the exchange rate in real time via the app, so you can time your transfer when it's the best benefit to you. Option number two, you can leave the money in Dollar App. If you don't have a Mexican account to send it to, this is probably what you're going to end up doing. If you become a premium user under Dollar App, the money in that account will earn 4%. To learn more about becoming a premium user, just check with Dollar App. Oh, one more cool thing about earning interest in Dollar App. It is calculated in real time to the second, and I think that's pretty cool. You can always see exactly how much money you've got in there. If you are planning on just leaving the money in Dollar App, you can use Dollar App to pay for things just like you would with any credit or debit card. You're going to receive a Mexico-based MasterCard from Dollar App, but just FYI, those are only mailed to addresses inside Mexico. Sorry about that, folks. However, Apple Pay and Google Pay users can link their card on their iPhone and smartphones as soon as they sign up and start paying without having to actually have the card. That's kind of nice, right? That's something new. Some additional features that might interest folks. Dollar App has Price Alert, which allows the user to set a reminder when the price of USD versus one of the other currencies reaches a price you previously set. That way you won't miss out on the best time to move your money. P2P payments, which allow users to send instantly and for free between Dollar App users between countries. So you got somebody else has Dollar App, you can pay them easily. You know, I occasionally hear from an expat who has a Mexican bank account and wants to send money to their US account. Well, Dollar App can help you do that too. You can send MXN from your Mexican account to Dollar App at no cost, and then it will be converted into USDC at the same rate shown in the app. And remember, that's a stable coin, it's pegged to the US dollar. At that point, you can transfer it to your US account for just $3, or just keep it in your Dollar App, right? Either way. So there you have it, folks. That's Dollar App. I think I covered it pretty well. If you have any other questions, you can always check with those nice folks. And thanks for watching the video, and until next time, hasta luego.